Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. So I know everyone is talking about Meghan Markle's latest win in court against the Associated Press. And she of course is overjoyed and is celebrating, but this is not an entire landslide victory. So I went through quite a few of the details, and from what I can see, it seems as though she's only won the right to have a summary judgment, which would mean that she no longer faces the possibility of having to confront her father in court in October 2021. It will simply be summarized with the evidence that she has submitted thus far. It does on the surface appear as though Meghan Markle is definitely getting away with trashing the royal firm and trashing the royal family. And I can't help but feel as though they want her to do these things. They want her to be in the headlines all of the time, getting away with all of the dirt that she and Harry collectively have created in order to possibly cover up another scandal that they have going on in that firm. I can't really put it in any other way because this is nonsensical. But we know that Meghan and Harry have friends in high places. Harry is friends with the President of the United States of America, Joe Biden, and being left-wing, they tend to be able to get their own way. And all I can really say is that this is privilege at work, definitely playing out right before our eyes. So there's this article by The Mirror which I thought was quite a good one to get into, because Meghan Markle actually gave a congratulatory speech to Prince Harry and her mum, the two people who she is yet to cut out of her life, regarding her initial court case win. And of course you have to remember this case is not finished. This is just the beginning of it. So I'm going to get into this article. Meghan Markle thanks Prince Harry and her mum in moving statement after High Court win. Meghan Markle has won her High Court privacy claim against the Mail on Sunday over the publication of a handwritten letter she wrote to her dad, Thomas Markle, which she says was personal and private. Meghan Markle thanked Prince Harry and her mum, Doria Ragland, in an emotional statement following the win in the High Court. Meghan sued the publishers of the Mail on Sunday and Mail Online Associated Newspapers Limited over the publication of a personal and private letter to her dad, Thomas Markle. She is seeking damages for alleged misuse of private information, copyright infringement, and breach of the Data Protection Act over 5 articles published in February 2019, which included extracts from the letter. Today, a judge granted her summary judgment for most, but not all, of her claim after her lawyers argued the newspaper group had no prospect of defending her claim for misuse of private information. After the result was announced, Meghan issued an emotional statement in which she thanked Harry, Doria, and her legal team for their unrelenting support throughout this process. And as I said, the 2 family members who she has not yet cut off. So it goes on to say here, she wanted to share her victory with each of you, saying that we all deserve justice and truth and we all deserve better. She wrote, after 2 long years of pursuing litigation, I'm grateful to the courts for holding Associated Newspapers and the Mail on Sunday to account for their illegal and dehumanizing practices. These tactics and those of their sister publications Mail Online and the Daily Mail are not new. In fact, they've been going on for far too long without consequence. For these outlets, it's a game. For me and so many others, it's real life, real relationships, and very real sadness. The damage they have done and continue to do runs deep. The world needs reliable, fact-checked, high-quality news. What the Mail on Sunday and its partner publications do is the opposite. We all lose when misinformation sells more than truth, when moral exploitation sells more than decency, and when companies create their business model to PR of it from people's pain. But for today, with this comprehensive win on both privacy and copyright, we have all won. We now know, and I hope it creates legal precedent, that you cannot take somebody's privacy and exploit it in a privacy case, as the defendant has blatantly done over the past 2 years. I share this victory with each of you because we all deserve justice and truth, and we all deserve better. I particularly want to thank my husband, mum, and legal team, and especially her solicitor, Jenny Afire, for her unrelenting support throughout this process. And that's the end of the article. A lot of people are losing their minds about Meghan Markle's response because she's not the most liked person, is she? And I guess she would like to drum it all up to unfairness and lies and misconstrued perceptions of her that has been created by the British media. The reality of it is that people's opinions of her, especially in this country, is set. We've seen what she's done. We've seen how she's carried herself, and no one else in the royal firm has these issues except her. So someone else has commented down on this article, and I think it's a rather interesting one, so I'm going to read it out. The person says, "Yes, please. Let's do a fact check of her typical word salad statement to push her own agenda. Firstly, what has the world needs reliable, fact-checked, high-quality news, etc. got to do with a privacy ruling about a letter she undisputedly sent to her father? So where is the reliable fact-checking required in this particular instance to which she is ostensibly referring? Secondly, no, it was not a comprehensive win on both privacy and copyright, since the copyright section has not yet received a court judgment. Too right, Miss Markle. We all lose when misinformation sells more than truth, especially when one commits perjury in court. I hope they appeal and slap a libel action on her to boot. We need a free press, not a press where all comments on anything the woke left disagree with is closed down. Nobbling the press is the first step to totalitarianism, which I wholeheartedly agree with. There must be a freedom of speech, and the press is allowed to be left-wing or right-wing, in favour of someone or not in favour of someone, because that's just part and parcel of the freedom of speech that we currently enjoy. It seems as though Meghan Markle wants us to live in an eternal totalitarian world, a totalitarian reality, where no one can voice their thoughts, feelings or opinions. This case is far from done. Do I know she's going to win it? I don't know. I'm undecided at this point. Whether she wins or she doesn't win, the reality of it is that the British taxpayer is still owed a hell of a lot of money for that fancy wedding that she had with Harry, and for her lack of duties and servitude that she does still owe us. She did owe us, at least, before she couldn't be bothered with the whole thing, chucked in the towel and stepped down. So it's a load of codswallop, if you ask me. But obviously, Meghan Markle is in love with being right. She's in love with having it her way or the highway, and she's calling this a victorious ending. But it's not ended. It's just the first part of the case. I'll be back with another video, guys. Let me know what you think. Bye.